I want to talk with you about a verb, a certain verb that if you commit to it, it will change your life. It will change how you manifest. But you have to go all in and never change your mind. And today I'm going to be talking about this verb because it is a doing word. It's a doing word, and when you embody it in everything you do, game over, you will become a very powerful manifester in all areas of your life. But before I share this doing word, I'm Tanya Pluckrose. Hello to my loyal fans, my loyal followers. Thank you for your company once again to listen to another one of my teachings on how to master your mind so you can master your life. And if you're new to my channel, thanks for your company. I'm going to let you know this particular channel is content rich, jam-packed with incredible ideas that aren't really my own. I'm going to share that they've been passed down to me from my mentor, the late legendary Mr. Bob Proctor, who was in The Secret. And I was fortunate enough to be mentored by him. And I still get mentored by him, even though he's now living on the spiritual plane, okay? But he's still here. I know Bob is still here with me. And I'm constantly getting downloads from him that I have to share with you. I know I just can't keep them. I have to share with you. Okay, so I'm going to share with you what Bob taught me. And Bob said the one verb, the biggest doing thing you can do in your life, Tanya, is to become an effective decision maker. It's a game changer. You have to change the way you have been programmed to make decisions. You see, we've all been programmed to make decisions. Once we've got all our ducks in a row, then we'll push send. We'll make sure we have all the money in the bank, and then we will make an investment in ourselves. And unfortunately, that way of doing things is backwards. Sometimes you just have to make a decision. We'll get into the habit of making decisions quickly, not irresponsibly. No. I'm talking about making decisions quickly once you have all the facts. Once you have all the facts and you're ready to make an informed decision, I mean, for goodness sake, don't put off making the decision. Because the only thing that stops us making decisions is our programming. It's our belief system. I say it's our current self-image. This current self-image holds us back from our greatness. But once you have all your ducks in a row, or you can feel it, that it is the right thing for you to do, then do it. Because I do know this, that the universe often tests us. It's often saying, you go first and then I'll follow. But most people are waiting for the universe to give them signs before they'll go first. But I want to remind you that you can never make a mistake, never, because we are in this constant motion of change, right? There's one thing you can't stop, and that is you cannot stop changing. And so you can't ever make a mistake, because if one thing doesn't work out, that's okay. There'll be another choice you can make, right? So you've got to reprogram your mind that there are no mistakes in the world ever, right? They're just learning opportunities. And if you make a mistake over here, you can write it over there, okay? You can always write it, because I once learned that when one ship comes in and you don't take it, there'll be another one coming in. So we're constantly bombarded with a plethora, infinite supply of choices, so you can never ever be making a mistake. Because if one thing doesn't work, don't worry, there'll be another that will. So We all need to get into the habit of making decisions quickly. And for you to be a powerful manifester, you have to constantly be deciding, being committed to living from the end all day long as that version of yourself that has already achieved the goal, or just recommitting all the time to the outcome you want. Because really, a problem is only something that we make up in our mind. And with every problem, there is a solution. But most people get into the habit of telling the story over and over again that makes it a problem, instead of making a decision in the moment, which is, no, I'm not accepting that. I'm not settling. No, I always get what I want. Everything is always working out and think, this is what I want, and this is what I'm going to have. So you almost have to constantly be parenting yourself, which I say is mastering your mind to redirect it from the negative to the positive, always moving into the solution. And so the quickest way to start to be a quick decision maker is to start to do it in your daily life. So I really want to give you some home play or homework to go and do. I want you to start to purchase things because you want them. You're not going to look at the price. If you feel like a ribeye tonight, then go and buy one. If you feel like, for example, you're at the supermarket and you feel like burritos tonight, buy them, because you're making a decision in the minute, in that moment, that is in alignment with your higher self that's talking to you. So as you become a more effective decision maker, you start to trust yourself more and you have faith. You develop your faith muscle, right? Because you are constantly acting from a place of faith that this, in this moment, is exactly what I want, and I'm going to decide to have it in this moment. Now the work is, when things are not going right, to redirect your thinking to exactly what you want and hold firm to that decision. I'm not wavering. I am having that. And that means you, me, we all have to pass the persistent test to be true to our decisions. Once you've made a decision, never look back. Don't go back. Because if you read Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich, he talks in his book that the most successful people, and he interviewed over 500 people in his lifetime for 20 years, he discovered that the richest, most successful people, they made decisions quickly and they rarely changed them. But the people that lived, well, a life of lack and limitation, they tended to make decisions slowly and change their minds often. So the quickest way to heal that malady of living in a place of lack and limitation is to get into the habit of making decisions quickly and rarely changing them. And keep telling yourself, I can never make a mistake, never, because there are plenty of choices, and if this doesn't work out, then don't worry, I'll know exactly what to do to make it happen. So leave your comments below. I'd love to hear if this has resonated with you. And if you are new to my channel, then please consider subscribing, because I'm all about helping you live a magnificent life. And the quickest way to do that is to, of course, master your mind. And when you master your mind, you can master your manifestations. See you soon. Bye for now.